Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Squeeze. Squeeze. Get in there. Crash. Crash. Watch that. Gone.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Martinez to throw on 2nd down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tighten up. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch the screen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Patriots have it. He was looking for Watkins that time. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
General, West. Wide, get wide. He's coming, double up, hard. He's coming, ready, go.
Williams. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Martinez. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Easy. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 7, let's go. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Mahomes now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Exit. Check 99. Check 99. 25.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Martinez. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Patriots send out their punter. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, they might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 26, check forward.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Williams to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over first and 10.
Come on, set, 50, play. Here, right there. Hey, pick your game up. Shift. Ready.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Martinez off the play fake. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They get it to him running left. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
I'm coming after you.
To To throw is Martinez. Throwing on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. So
we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A big play there for KC. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Buying time to his left. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch twist.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Back to you.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. The 40. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are back within a single score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Strip that ball. Hey, check 24. Check 27.
Mahomes going to throw. It's Hill, complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
On first down, Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll run it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 10-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Martinez now looking to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on first down. Now they take a sack on second down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
He's not going to get me. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Under 10, under 10. Yellow, yellow. Slam, slam, slam. Watch the safety creep. Check yellow. Check 3. Check 13. Right.
Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. This is Thompson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10.
Yellow. D-line, get that quarterback. 91 is the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Attack, attack. Check, baby. 91 is the mic. I'm not ready.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Going for it all. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Martinez to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Yellow, go on, 80. Check back 21.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chiefs,